It's time to tame the jiggle. Today we have 5 moves to help you get rid of those lunch lady arms. All you need is a pair of 3 to 8 pound weights. You want to grab anything from a 3 to 8 pound dumbbell. Everybody's going to have a different weight that they want to use for this. So you want to start by lying flat on your back. You can either keep your feet to the floor, or you can pick up your knees if you want to work your core abdominals a little bit. Your arms are going to lengthen straight up towards the sky so that you have your palms facing together. You're going to gently bend those elbows, keeping the elbows pointed up towards the sky. Drop the weights so they almost come to the shoulders, and then fully extend. Remember, keep the elbows up. You want to avoid letting them come too far this way, and you want to make sure that they don't drop down towards your body at the same time. You're going to lay on your back. Again, you can have your feet still on the floor or up into the air if you want to work your abdominals. This time, you're going to bring those weights together so that they're touching. You really want to squeeze those weights together so they become one weight together. Arms are going to start out straight. You're going to lengthen your arms all the way. Keep the elbows locked out straight. You might gently touch the floor or barely touch, and then bring those weights straight back over the head. Here you're really working those triceps again, and you're also getting assistance from your back, your lats, and that really creates a long extension through the arms. And you're using muscles here that don't always get worked. You can use a chair, bench, or anything that you have. You want to start seated on the bench with your hands right next to your hips. That way you know how far apart they should be. All right? You can either take a step out with straight legs. This is the hardest, most advanced way to do it. You'll drop the body close to the bench, almost as if you're gliding along your back, and then press up through the heels of the hand and straighten out. You're working the triceps here in a full range of motion, dropping it down and pressing up. Remember, squeeze at the top. Now, if that feels too challenging, you can bend those knees, take off some of your body weight, drop it down, and extend up. So that's a little bit easier. But remember, avoid letting yourself lengthen out too far away from the bench. That puts too much strain on the shoulder, so you want to avoid that. You want to have your feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to bend your knees and bend your hips back as though you're kind of in a biker stance, okay, if you're sitting on a bike. But you want to keep your chest up high and your back completely flat. No hunching here. This isn't good form for this one. You want to keep that back nice and straight. Pop those elbows up towards the sky. So keeping those elbows up high is critical here. That way the shoulders are engaged, the back of the arms are ready to fire up. Now you're going to extend those elbows, bringing those weights up towards the sky, squeeze and pause at the end, and then draw them back in. Now you're fighting gravity in a different way, and this is working those triceps again, back of the shoulders. So you're going to start on the floor in a push-up position. Again, you want to have anywhere from 3 to 8 pound dumbbells. You want to start with your feet about hip width apart. That gives you a good base of support. You're going to have one arm stabilize you as you bring the other arm back. You want to squeeze, letting that arm really pull that weight towards the sky, and then gently bring it back to the floor. Alternate sides. Exhale, bring it up, bring it down. Exhale, back to the floor. Remember, you're really squeezing those abdominals, keeping your hips even. Try not to let your hips drop here, and you don't want your hips up in the air this way because you're not getting as much work on those shoulders. So make sure to keep those hips nice and straight. I hope you enjoyed those moves. Go out and grab yourself a new tank top and get rid of those lunch lady arms. Thanks for watching Pop Sugar Fitness.